In my last video, premature birth and the human spirit. It's a question. I was talking to my father. There's a conversation going on between my father and I. Well, let me read a summary of that whole video and what I was trying to explain in that video. Here's a summary. I put it in the comment area of that video. And I'm making that video off that summary. Hopefully, someone will catch the drift of what I'm talking about. It links up with the other videos I got, especially this mind of Christ in us. Here's that summary. When God my Father gave me these thoughts shared in this video, this one I just talked about, here's what I had in my spirit already from my Father, with Him knowing this, and with Him not having to fill in between these thoughts as I'm doing now, for those who might be scratching their heads of the carnal mind, not knowing what I'm talking about. So here are these additions, a summary of this conversation with my Father, using the intrinsic mind, is inborn in our human spirit, break into my carnal mind, and the blocks in that mind explained below. The question of our fighting, what this first video was about, the question of our fighting, our being born into this experience, a natural experience, as good or as bad as it might be, we must discover that this was our Father's desire that we go through this experience, being born in this world, heeding the warning to not have this steadfast, distracting gaze upon things seen, because this womb is only temporary, whereas things unseen, sadly unaware to us, have their eternal purposes that will last forever. Don't seek to end this experience. Let it play out. People trying to commit suicide or want to get out of this world. Don't seek to end this experience. Let it play out. Because a better world is coming after this experience, where you will come to discover the deeper meaning to this life found in the life to come. Promised to all who love Him and are called according to His eternal purposes, working this whole experience to His good. That's Romans 8:28. God will cause all things work to good that love Him and called according to His eternal purpose. Just don't get hung up in this. Don't start worshiping this life. It's temporary. It's an expression of your eternal birth, which is coming out in my other videos. The implicit mind. Now, see if you can understand this. It comes out in another video. I believe it's in that section, the mind of Christ. The implicit mind of the natural child. Think of a natural child in the womb. Matters expressed or conveyed without words. Speech, because the child didn't know, he had no vocabulary yet. Matters expressed or conveyed with words, speech, or forthright reference, mostly emotional, is forgotten by what later in this child's natural birth into this world. So it's buried deep in that child's memory, overruled by what is called the explicit mind, developed by the world around that child and the emotional or the educational system it is born into, what Scripture calls the flesh, which represented that race, culture, secular religious creed, and opinions of gender, this world's influence, once again calling Scripture the spirit of this world. A spirit of influence developed totally independent from the human spirit in partnership with the Spirit of God, which would lead this spirit to its Father, which is God. Apart from our Father's Spirit, using the intrinsic mind of the Spirit in humanity, which Scripture calls the mind of Christ, apart from this mind, this natural mind developed independent from God our Father, as Paul was told, in me that is in my place, there dwells no good thing. Why? Because it blocks what God's trying to get through your intrinsic spirit, inborn spirit. That gives you some idea what I've been told to share in this video and others of the mind of our spirit and its intrinsic and implicit memories. Eternal memories in that eternal spirit. People, they deny that. So this gives you some idea what I've been told to share in this video and others of the mind of our spirit and its intrinsic implicit memories, which in the case of our spirit is eternal, and not like the implicit emotional memories of a natural child, which through the explicit mind overrides the child's implicit mind. Those emotional implicit memories have an influence on that child's unaware, and also blocks their ability to discover this intrinsic mind in their human spirit with implicit eternal memories. That the world of religion either deny or distort this, like in the New Age movement. They got a form, it's called primal screen therapy. All they're dealing with is the carnal mind. They don't even tap into the intrinsic mind of the human spirit. It becomes just another satanic scarecrow that keeps us out of this resurrected coin, that is just a symbol of those matters that the Spirit of God is called to work out of our spirit, given to us, be the Father of our spirit, this mind of Christ in us, the only hope of restoring us to our Father's image of us as His offering, a Son of God. I mean, that sounds like a mouthful, which in the back of my mind, I got a lot of this in my mind already. I've been into this stuff for the last couple of decades, where God was really trying to get this stuff in my mind, trying to erase this carnal mind to even tap into the mind of Christ in my human spirit. So what I'm going to do, to the best of my ability in this video, in the commentary, I'm going to put down all the links that touch upon this implicit mind of the human spirit, the intrinsic mind of the human spirit, in the comparison to the carnal mind and the emotions that this inward child, not having a vocabulary because it wasn't educated, didn't come in this world educated. It comes in with the emotional structures that block, unaware. And it's such a deep matter. So don't be scratching your head. There'll be more on this matter as I get it clarified by my Father and put it into words. He's taking the spirit-given truths that we find in the Bible and taking them to the greater depths. And most people don't want to go there. I want to go there. Anybody else who wants to go, let me know. There's more to it, and I'll be giving out more on this. So God bless.